So you've decided that you're going to put your focus on your tag team. That means you're going to be a brand manager for more than just one person now. How do you navigate this? I'm Mike Quackenbush, and this is Till We Make It. And today on the program, I want to talk about managing a tag team as opposed to just having to manage your career as a singles wrestler. You've made the decision that you're going to put some focus on your teamwork. And to do that, in this day and age, there are some small suggestions I want to offer you that might make the whole experience far easier to manage and navigate. So the very first thing I think that you should do is create separate social media channels specifically for your tag team. And this is for a variety of reasons. One of them is you are future-proofing in a bit. What happens if 2 years from now, your tag team partner decides they would rather go focus on singles matches and the team is dissolved? What would happen if the company you call your home promotion decides to put your team into a storyline where you are ultimately broken up and become opposing forces in the narrative? Or what if you get signed away to a contract gig by a major organization so that you're able to make a living as a professional wrestler? Under any of these conditions, you'll want to make sure that you have something for your tag team separate from your personal brands, so that if at any time the team's social media needs to be jettisoned in favor of the individual social media components, you are ready to do that, no matter what the future may hold. Of course, there is a second reason why you're going to want to have that separate social media presence just for the team. If you work for a variety of companies, no doubt, some will be interested in booking and promoting the team. Great, there is social media dedicated to that type of promotion. But chances are there are going to be organizations that are interested in you as separate entities, or may only book one of you and not the other. And yet you've got to have social media that can promote those appearances congruently. By separating the team or the unit as a brand from its individual components, you have a flexibility and freedom when it comes to churning out micro content and marketing messages to support whatever bookings come your way. Along these lines, I think you're going to want to set up an email account as well, just for the tag team. And maybe we're going to talk a little bit more about Google as a resource for you in this next bit. But I wanted to make sure I mentioned that at the top before we get into shared documents. So another small suggestion that I have for you and your new tag team partner is this. You're going to need shared documents where you can make sure you both have access to things like your schedule. This will eliminate the possibility of double booking. So what do I mean? I mean that one part of the tag team accepts a booking on a certain date in a certain city, and unbeknownst to them, their partner has done the same with a different organization for the same date, somewhere completely different. Now you are double booked. You can't possibly honor both of these obligations, and you've got a really difficult conversation ahead of you. In addition to which, this tends to make people think maybe you can't manage your own affairs as a business person. And that's a reputation none of us want to cultivate. So you need to have one single resource, and Google Docs is one of many. I personally am not a Google Docs guy. I would rather find any other document sharing service but that to use, but it might work great for you. And if that's the case, create a schedule in Google Docs that you both have constant access to, and it's constantly being updated in real time, so the possibility of a double booking is never on the table. List those dates as they come in, and as soon as they are confirmed, drop them into the shared document. That way, when the next phone call or message comes in asking about your availability, you start by checking the shared document for your availability. When it comes to shared documents, think about Dropbox as well. As singles wrestlers, we all need to have a Dropbox that has things like our theme music, a current headshot or 8x10, maybe even our entrance video loaded up into it, and our wrestling resume. You will want to create one of those resources completely separate from your individual ones, specifically for the team. When someone does book you as a tag team, that's what you want to send them to. The Dropbox that has the theme music for your team, because chances are it won't be the same as what you use when you're in singles. You need to have all the media related to your team in that Dropbox. Photos that you've taken, together as a tag team so that they can easily be distributed and marketed online, all of those team assets need to live inside their own Dropbox. A related note, the more media that you and your partner can have of the two of you together that you can circulate constantly, the quicker you are going to amass brand recognition and awareness for your tag team. If you plan to focus on this, maybe invest a couple dollars. Jump on a freelancing website like Fiverr.com or Upwork.com. I'll link to both of those in the description below, where you could hire someone, like in the case of Fiverr.com, for $5 to make you a logo for your tag team. Someone who could put something together like original music for you at a very low price point so that you've got assets in place immediately to draw brand awareness and recognition. If people don't know that you're in a tag team and that's what you're focusing on, you're gonna have to market harder and maybe smarter. One small suggestion I want to offer you on this point as you get ready to shift your focus to your tag team work and away from what you've been doing individually, from your singles career. You will need to have a conversation with the bookers and the promoters that write for you and hire you about this change of direction. And if you can go about it in a way that is both diplomatic and respectful, I think you will have some success. So when that time comes, approach it in this way. Let them know, hey, I am changing my career focus. I want to put more emphasis on my tag team work. But of course, I am available in whatever role you need me for. Make sure you are not boxing yourself out of paying work when you do have this conversation. And even if at first the promotions where you work as a singles are reluctant to give a chance to your tag team, provide them with the media you are creating to whet their appetite for what you might be able to do together. Share with them that highlight video that you just put in your Dropbox so they can see what the team aesthetic is like. They can see your new promotional photos. They can find out more about the act itself. And this can help excite their imagination for how your new tag team fits in the fictional universe they pay for and write for. I hope that you found this information to be useful, and if so, won't you please subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave me a comment down below. I go surfing through the comments all the time. You keep on being awesome. I'll keep on making the videos, and together we will keep on faking it.